Very good morning to all the stupendous students of grade 10 students. At first, I wish you congratulations because it is all about your boarding in class 10, and right now you are the students of class 10 and you are boarded with various responsibility and more responsibility in the respect of all previous years. You, all the students, you have different target, you have selected different destination, different dreams. You, all the students, you have need to make your dream successful. In this regard, you have better go for scoring more and more. Don't be happy with meager. Make profound scale in the field of knowledge if you want to really create something in the world. Okay, dear students, now I want to clarify the great pandemic COVID-19 is still gushing and it has completely disrupted our study. But remember, we are not going to leave in stone unturned. Dear students, we are ready with our business. First, I want to give the introduction of the book. Here in class 10, you have two English books that you have to read. First is First Flight, and other book you will get that will be all about the footprint without feet. Here, first take a view over the content of this first book, First Flight. The content depicting about the lesson, there are 11 lessons. In the 11 lessons, there are 25 chapters. And the other book, the footprint, there will be the 11 lessons there also. Now, we don't want to waste the time. We want to utilize all the time, all the means or all the scale of time, or the span of time, and we definitely make a mark in the board examination. We need to make a mark and definitely will do what we want. Okay, dear students, we are going to travel the first lesson. The first lesson is all about a letter to God. Has been written by G.L. Hughes. G.L. Hughes has written this first lesson, a letter to God. First, I want to give you the introduction to this lesson. First, I am telling about the author. He is a Mexican author. He is novelist as well as poet, and he is writing about a farmer. What happens in the story? The story is all about for the farmer. His belief, his dedication, and how farmer spends his life. If there will be no any other source of farming, and if everybody or everything will depend upon the nature, then how the farmer grow crops, and how he does if the field gets unsuccess in growing crops. Okay, we are going to read the story. Before you read, there is some instruction have given. Now we are going to read the instruction. They say it can move mountains. This is what people say. If we have a strong determination of doing anything, then definitely we get success. Move the mountain means mountain is static, it can't move. But if it moves, then that means we are going to do impossible to possible. So we are going definitely we are doing the work we are going to do is impossible, but we have made that impossible into possible. Okay. But what should we put our faith in? This is the question this story delicately poses. The story is telling now, if we will have the faith, then what we can do? What the question here we will make? After the base of the below written we will understand. Lenko is a farmer who writes a letter to God when his crops are growing, asking for 100 pesos. Does Lencho later reached God? Not Lenko but Lencho. Does God send him a money? Think what your answer to these questions would be and guess how the story continues before you begin to read it. Here the lines are telling here a farmer once he becomes unsuccessful in growing crops. Now what happens? He is writing a letter to the God because he has no other option to run his family. So he is writing a letter to God and he is demanding 100 pesos. Peso is the currency of Mexico. This story is all about the Mexico. He is asking with the God about 100 pesos. He is demanding the God. Do you think can it possible? We are going to read the story. Then we will understand the action he is going to maintain will be possible or not. And now you can understand about the story. What would be the theme of the story? Now the farmer is writing a letter. Look at his belief, his faith, confident. He is writing a letter. And really he is writing. He is sending to the God. And now what will before in the story we are going to read. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. We are going to start. Take a view. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. First, I want to give you the introduction of crest. Yeah, top of the hill. Here will be better if you write top of the hill. Students, hill is already altitude, and if you are talking about crest, then the top point of any position, the top position of any particular condition or situation or anything. Just example, if this is hill and if this is top point, so this will consider the top. If this is hill, then the house is located. The house is there here. From the height, one could see the river and the field of ripe crop dotted with the flowers and always promised a good harvest. What is happening? If someone will boat over there of that crest, then one can easily see all the crops that are in the field. One can easily glance over the beauty of the crops. All the crops were in the rich quality. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew this field intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky toward the northeast. What happens? This is all about the weather condition. Sometime what happens? Now you can understand that the farmer is completely depending over the nature. He is thinking if he can't go with the purpose of the other source of irrigation. He is thinking the field needs irrigation, and in such case he is completely depending over the God. If there will be a downpour of shower, that is all about a great rainfall. If there will be rainfall at least at once, then the crop, the beauty of crop, the crop is already beautiful, and its beauty will go on the peak, and then all the expectation will come true. You know what the expectation a farmer can have. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew this field intimately means all about the closely. He was knowing his field closely because he was going to his field every day. Had done nothing else but see the sky toward the northeast. He has seen the sky, the wind coming from the northeast, and that means they were on the weather on that season. Only the wind from the northeast can or could bring the rain. Therefore, he was seeing towards the northeast. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. He is going to his wife and telling, now we are really going to get some water. That means it will rain because wind, the cloud is coming from the northeast. The woman who was preparing supper replied, yes, God willing. What the woman was doing? Preparing supper. Supper is all about the dinner. The older boys were walking in the field, the smaller ones were playing near the bush until the woman called to them all, come for dinner. It was during the meal that just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. What happened? Predicted is all about the forecasted and forecasting. Okay, telling about the future. Here, what is happening? When he came to his wife and told about the narrated about the cloud rain, she has to yes, this is all about the God will. If God will think, desire, definitely we will get the rain. Otherwise, no. Then what she was doing? She was cooking the food of night, and one boy was at the field. One boy was at the field, and second was at home. As mentioned in the story, he was playing, and after that, what happened? She called everybody to have the dinner, and what happened? The meantime, the rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountain of the cloud could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of the feeling the rain on his body, and when he returned, he exclaimed, these aren't raindrops falling from the sky, they are dew points. He is what the alternative he has used instead of the raindrop. First, seeing the rain, he boarded himself, the man boarded himself outside. He wanted to have some rain. After that, he enjoyed the rain over his body. When he came, he was very happy. When he came, he told to his wife that what the drops you are seeing outside, that is coming down from the sky, they are not the drop. They are what? They are coin. Big drop, he has mentioned the coin of 10 cent, the small, the coin of 5 cent. Why he has mentioned like this? Because of the rain, the crop will be better and better, and all the members of the farmer completely depending over the farming, tilling. And if there will be good harvest, then they can go to the market, they can sell their crops, corns, and they will get the money. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers wrapped in a certain sort of a curtain of rain. What happened? He was very happy. He was saying the rain is gushing in the field, and right now the crops are getting covered with the rain. He became very happy after seeing the scene. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstone began to fall. What happens? Now, till the time he was very happy, but now his happiness will change into sadness. How? After some time, what started happening? Hailstone. Means a small balls of ice that fall from the sky like rain. Hailstone in Hindi ola. You have seen what happened. Sometimes the action is happening here, happens to us also. After some time, it started hailing the stones or falling the stones. Now, what is happening? It is really getting bad now, exclaimed the man. I hope it passed quickly. It didn't pass quickly. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden of the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. When the hailstone started falling, the farmer expected it will pass quickly, but nothing. He thought, okay, it is happening, it can happen, this is all about the nature. So after some time it will pass, but it didn't happen. For an hour, that means 1 ghanta tak, it kept doing. And after that, what he saw everywhere, there was only stone. Everything was covered like that something has been covered by the salt. Now, not a leaf remained on the tree, the corn was totally destroyed, the flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness when the storm had passed. He stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, a plague of the locusts would have left more than this. He is telling, when rain has passed, storm has passed, the hailstorm has passed, he has gone to see the field, seeing the condition of the field. What he has found, no any leaf remain in that vegetation, in the field. After that, what is happening? He became very sad because he was completely depending over the farming. He had no any other alternative. Then he thinking, how this year I shall run my family? What we will eat this year? Therefore, he is in great sorrow and he is telling to his son that a plague has come, a disaster, catastrophe of the, you can tell. A catastrophe has come that has left nothing. Everything has destroyed. He is also mentioning which type of plague, a locust is all about a grasshopper, a kind of grasshopper, not grasshopper, a kind of grasshopper. They come in the swarm, that means you can tell in group, and especially they attack over the crops, and from the direction they pass, leave nothing. Okay. Now, the hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn. The night was sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There is no one who can help us. We shall all go hungry this year. He is telling this night is black night for us, and he is also mentioning that whatever we have worked in the field, we have done nothing, we got nothing, everything has lost. And he is also mentioning that there is nobody in the world who will help me. Now he, along with his family member, is completely upset. Now he is thinking what he will do. In this regard, dear students, now we are going to finish the lesson, and you have 4 questions to complete. And questions are below. The sentences we have read. Now you will complete the sentence. If you will have any problem, must ask the problem through WhatsApp, and personally you can also ask, and must send the answer of the question. Okay, thank you very much.